Hey, Thomas here. So now we get to do the B step of cloning the stealth webinar. We're here in the Gary Boomershine thing that we did yesterday, the A step with the squeeze page. So now we go in here and there are basically two things that we need to tweak. One is choosing the seminar file. We've seen in another video how we encoded it. We used the webinar encoding script, the webinar encoder in here in Stealth Seminar, and it converted the Gary code, banker's code GaryBoomershine.flv file that we put into the S3 bucket, and it's now encoded, and it gave us this file, encoded _ banker's code Gary Boomershine. Notice it turned it into an MP4, so it doesn't matter, you can put FLV files in there, MP4 files, M4V files, anything you want. It'll turn it into a compatible file and put that into the bucket. So now we come in here and choose that file. Choose the correct file, okay? That's important. Make sure you're playing the right webinar here, otherwise people will complain. And the second piece is the call to action. Call to action, the way I like to set it up is with this graphic here, and I'll link that directly to the cart page, okay? So that it's directly going to the page where they put in their credit card. They just have the price up on top and the item that they order that they're placing into the cart. So it's not a landing page that shows them the offer again. I believe that in a webinar closing, if it's done correctly inside the webinar, they should be ready to just go to the order, to the cart, enter the credit card and order and be done. If you send them to a landing page, that can only do damage if they get distracted and read again and get doubts and whatever. So I like to set it up with this graphic. I put in the link. You just go into HTML to edit that. You don't have to do anything to this button here. You just put the correct order link that goes straight to the order, to the cart page. You put it in here in the href code, and there you go. Now the last thing you have to do is make sure that this add to cart button comes up at the right time. Our information here is that it should be displayed at 1 hour and 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So that's 63 minutes and 25 seconds, and then it should stay on for the rest of the call. So I just put 60 minutes here for the call to action duration, and I put scheduled call to action at 63 minutes 25 seconds. That's when it starts displaying. This is how long it stays up. So that's well beyond the end of the webinar, so that's fine. And that's all there is. Then you just hit update seminar, and you're ready to go. That's all there is to part B. So it's setting the correct audio file and putting in the right order link and setting up the time correctly. Sometimes there are actually two call to action links. In this case, it's just one. Sometimes we have it so that there's kind of like a trial close towards the beginning of the offer, and then we add the bonuses and other stuff, and the call to action goes away, and then it comes back again at the end. If that's the case, then you use call to action 1 for that short display of the order link, and then you use call to action 2 for the longer version at the very end. So that's pretty self-explanatory here as well. That's all, and I'll see you next time.